Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.
Facebook, biryani and nizams. Where else can you find such an exclusive combination? And today, the Lime Brigade is back at yet another gorgeous city. Hello and welcome to Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 7. I'm Kuri and we are at the Indian School of Business in Hyderabad. ISB Hyderabad has given India some of its best visionaries. While some have taken the country forward, others like Virendra Skina on the hockey field. But they didn't just stop there. They took it all the way to the end on Season 6 of Lime when they brought home the winning baton. Let's take a look at how ISB Hyderabad has performed on Lime over the years. Finishing 7th in the inaugural edition, the institute finished 8th in Season 2. 10th in Season 3 and withdrew participation in Season 4. In Season 5, the institute finished 8th, and last year, with a really tough fight, the girls of ISB won the competition, putting the institute high up on the Lime map. The case study for ISB Hyderabad comes from one-stop travel portal EasyGo One. Now, the online travel industry contributes 65 to 70% of all the e-commerce business in India. That is through rail bookings, airline ticketing, OTAs, etc. And EasyGo One provides its consumers with every single one of their travel needs, and that is why it is their one-stop shop. The challenge for the teams is to provide EasyGo One with a clear marketing approach towards the hotel market and define clear execution plan to increase the online hotel transaction. And now it's time to meet the top teams right here at ISB Hyderabad. But unfortunately, one team is coming in tomorrow from Mohali, so we have the 4 teams right here with us. So quickly, let's see who they are. Go ahead.
We are Team Gremlin.
And you guys?
We are Team Ad Hocers.
Ad Hocers. And you guys?
We are Team Wingmen.
And we are Team Buck Stops Here.
Buck Stops Here. Alright, so here you have it. These are the 4 teams that are going to battle it out today at the team challenge. And let's see who supersedes. So are you guys ready? We're going to have a little fun thing going on right now just to break the ice, get to know each other and all of that. Ready?
Yeah.
So, your case study is from...
EasyGo One.
Exactly. So your team challenge is that you all have to make a travel itinerary. I want to go for a trip, so you have to give me flight tickets, hotel bookings, where I'm going to eat, where I'm going to shop, what I'm going to just make it as innovative, as creative as possible. Put in mirch masala, and you all have laptops over here. So obviously, which site can you check on?
EasyGo One.
No points for guessing. So that's the only site you will go on. We will come and look into your laptops to see that that's the only site you're looking at. I will give you 30 minutes on the clock. If you finish before that, nothing like it. Alright, so I have a 30-minute timer. Your 30 minutes starts now. Run! The challenge for the teams is simple. Create a detailed travel itinerary for a 1-week trip to Sri Lanka. Dates, places to visit, and an affordable and an exciting package for the traveler. As teams put on their thinking caps, the challenge clearly isn't as easy as it sounds. Once the plans are chalked out by the teams, 12 students picked on a random basis from the campus vote for the best travel plan. So as you can see, the teams from ISB Hyderabad have made their presentations. They put it up on the board and we had unknowing random voters come in and choose. And as you can see, there is an outright winner. There you go. So the winner, of course, are... Who are the winners?
Ad Hocers.
Yay! The team Ad Hocers. So let's give a big hand for team Ad Hocers. Now, as you know, tomorrow the campus round is going to get really tough because we're going to have people from the audience interacting. There are going to be Q&As. The judges are not easy to please. So what I'm going to do is, for your executive pitch, I'm going to allow you to choose. Do you want to go first, second, third, fourth, or fifth? Choose wisely. It makes a lot of difference.
We're going fifth.
Last! Saving the best for last. With that, it's time to take a short break. But don't go anywhere because the teams at ISB Hyderabad are still going to fight it out. You're watching Line 7. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 7 and we're here at the campus round of ISB Hyderabad. But before we move on, it's time to introduce you to the jury panel of the day that is going to decide the fate of these teams. First up, we have Anand Nandkumar, Assistant Professor of Strategy from ISB Hyderabad. Jayatri Dasgupta, Head of Marketing from EasyGo One. And we have Kedar Lele, Vice President Modern Trade, E-Commerce and Institutional Business from Hindustan Unilever. Welcome, judges. And now, it's time to call upon on stage the first team for their executive pitch. Team number 1 coming up, Buck Stops Here.
Star category, service and price preference.
After all 5 teams finish the pitch and based on jury deliberation and audience polls, the 2 teams to make it to the next round are teams Buck Stops Here and Ad Hawkers. Going first is team Ad Hawkers. You have 3 minutes to make your presentation. We will sound the buzzer when that's up and then over to the jury for the Q&A. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Wish you all the best. Your 3 minutes starts now.
We are here to discuss the growth strategy for EasyGo One. Here we look at the online hotel booking market at 2,640 crores. This is only 8% of the hotel bookings by revenue overall. Of this, EasyGo currently has around 7% of the market. The problem is that travel sites make money primarily from hotel bookings and travel packages, but these are very low in volume compared to the airline ticketing. Airline ticketing is high volumes but low margins, as you can see 0 to 3%. So airline booking is usually used just to bring customers onto the website, and travel sites make money off hotels. Currently only 10% of EasyGo One's revenue comes from hotels and travel packages. EasyGo One. EasyGo One has something very unique. They have all travel services available under the same umbrella. We'll try to use this strength to attract more and more customers to the website and the new mobile app. The customer base is segmented into people who book online and those who book through travel agents. A lot of times, customers struggle with convenience and credibility, and hence they avoid booking hotels online. Our main idea is to make convenience the big thing. We intend to do this through 4 main facets. The first one we already spoke about, 0 cancellation on hotel bookings. Second one would be least clicks to book on the app and on the website. Third one being social integration. And fourth one being providing multiple facilities in the app and provide notifications for these in a single place. As part of a media mix, we plan to advertise largely through social media. Our main focus will be the 2 Steps to My Dream Destination campaign, which will be through Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where customers will post pictures, hashtag them, share them, and some of them will win holiday packages to their dream destination. Based on the data which was given to us in the case and our research and assumptions, we have outlined the impact of our strategy here.
Convenience is hygiene for any e-commerce marketplace. Yeah? 0 cancellation is revenue diluting idea. And 2-click is not a sustainable competitive advantage. Anyone else can have it. So if you didn't have all 3, what's your next bet?
Firstly, I'd like to point out that convenience may be a hygiene factor, but a lot of portals are not focusing on it. So we'd like to make that a USP so that customers understand that convenience is EasyGo One and vice versa. Secondly, what is our USP in this case? We're looking at the social media integration as our main impact because this delivers a lot of credibility and gives a safer environment for people to book tickets. So once they do that, there's a network effect that we anticipate, which will make more and more users onload onto the application and onto the website, which will create.
So if EasyGo One is the first to do this and more and more people sign up on EasyGo One, it will be difficult for other players to come in and imitated just because of the network effect.
It's not obvious to me from the description of the case that customers are going to trade off between convenience and price. So I thought one of the main points was the fact that this is a market wherein the basis of competition is price. So I was hoping to hear something from you that moves the competition away from price, right? So how confident are you? Do you have any data to support the fact that convenience would actually move the competition from the basis of competition from price to something else? How do you justify that?
So firstly, we did mention parity on prices. So convenience being our USP, the parity on prices will be there for the consumers to check out. Secondly, 10% of all hotel bookings are online. So there's a huge pie which is untapped online. So the 90% of the people find it convenient to go to travel agents or to pick up the phone and book their tickets using their travel agents. So that's convenient. So that's why they're doing it. So we're looking to tap into that market and make it as easy for them to book online, yet have the cheapest prices available as with other websites.
How does that translate to revenues, market share? Do you have some numbers? Have you done some research on it?
We did some basic calculations, and according to our basic calculations, we would be able to get, in the first 3 months, we'll be able to get 10,000 more hotel bookings per month through EasyGo One.
Most of the reviews that happen online today are negative reviews. If you have had a bad experience, you will immediately go online and post a review. Positive experiences rarely tend to get documented online. So how do we get those reviews generated?
This is where the major play of our social media campaign comes in. So we're looking, one, to increase awareness using the 2 steps to my dream destination campaign. Once that campaign phases out, we also have thought of a facility in the app wherein you'll be able to, since it's integrated with your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, we've already decided that you could share your photos and your experiences to Facebook via the app. Typically, when you're looking at reviews, people think that they want to write a review on the hotel page or on the travel website page. But in this case, they'll actually be just sharing their experiences and their photos and their memories on social media via the app. So it's one place where you'd be able to share it across 3 different platforms.
Thank you very much.
So much.
Thanks a
All
lot.
right, ad hocers, if you would kindly step outside. It's time to take a short break, but don't go anywhere, because on the other side, the second team makes its presentation in front of the jury, and we'll find out who the champions are at ISB Hyderabad. You're watching Line 7. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 7, and we're here at the campus round at ISB Hyderabad. It's time now for the second team to make their presentation in front of the jury. Okay, Team Buck stops here. You have 3 minutes to make your presentation, at the end of which we will sound the buzzer, which will be followed by a Q&A with the jury. Are you ready?
Yes.
I can see that. All right, good luck. Your 3 minutes starts now.
Huge opportunity lays in the 7 billion travel market in India, with about 200,000 room nights daily available, out of which only 40% are sold. EasyGo One presently faces the challenge of capturing this market and increasing its sales through online hotel bookings. We identified that it needs improvements in 3 aspects: visibility and brand awareness, website and mobile interface, and building a USP to create buzz in the market. To understand customer expectations, we conducted a survey. Out of the 107 respondents, we found that 91% of people search hotels online before booking. 2/3 of them use OTAs, but 50% of these people just use the OTA with the best deal. We also interviewed 39 hotels across 3 to 5 star category. They reported average occupancy rates of just 60%, losing revenue on 40% of their rooms. Keeping this in mind, we recommend the launch of a new product, Easy Bid, along with a comprehensive marketing plan to support it.
EasyBid is a reverse bidding engine where customers specify his service preferences and price range. To give the customer a reference point, we display the average price for his hotel preference. Based on customers' preferences, hotels place their bid to win the customer. The bidding is open for 48 hours. Each hotel can see the winning bid and will try to match it. This promotes price competition and ensures the best deal. Our proposed target segment are busy working professionals in age groups of 25 to 40 who search multiple sites and call multiple hotels before booking, group bookings such as corporates, marriages, and educational institutions. We plan to focus on expanding into 3, 4, and 5-star hotels, considering that already 40% of our revenues are coming from 1 to 2-star hotels. We benefit the customer by getting him the best deal while saving his time and effort, perfectly in line with EasyGo's philosophy of customer first. We, on the other hand, benefit the partner hotels by choosing which customer to serve and when. They can sell their unsold inventory, group booking increase revenues from F&B services, and they also acquire new customers. So it's a win-win for both.
To increase EasyGo's online presence and successfully market our new product, EasyBid, we have the following 5-stage marketing plan. Upgrade to a fast, attractive, and clutter-free website with the key message, best hotel at your price. The EasyBid tab highlighted, the customer service mascot, EasyBuddy, to take you through your booking on the EasyBid engine. An easy-to-use mobile app, which makes it difficult for our customers to switch to competitors very easily and hence log them in. Next, launch a print campaign, the best hotel at your site, to familiarize people with EasyGo's new value proposition. Next, launch a targeted marketing campaign on Facebook and Twitter with a competition, hashtag Grand Selfie Challenge, where all the group people traveling, say corporates or say marriage functions, try to get the maximum people in a selfie and share it online. People say if they get like 50 people in a selfie and can share it, we would give them a grand prize and we would make them go on a fun trip or give them good travel merchandise. Next, which is very important, tie up with the meta search engines such as TripAdvisor, Holiday IQ, and try.
For a hotel, only 5 to 10% of their total bookings come from online. In my opinion, they don't even care to be able to put those reverse bids or bids for them to grab that business. The uncertainty of the solution and hotels not caring, your solution somewhere falls apart. So tell me, how will you protect these two?
So when we spoke to hotels, we figured out that almost 50% of their bookings are corporates and tie-ups such as business travelers or through airline crews and basically corporates like that, like bigger bookings like that. And about 25 to 30% come from direct calling, and around now 20 to 25% have started. Not to say that your figure is wrong or anything, but that is what we got during the survey. So what we understood was that if we take up a reverse bidding engine like that, where we are focusing on corporates and bigger bookings like marriages and educational institutions, so this 50% of the chunk that they are spending to acquire customers, we are basically helping them with that. So in some amount of time, they will have to spend less on those maintaining these corporate clients, which will come directly through us. So essentially, they will save on that cost as well.
Is there going to be a minimum threshold in terms of pricing? Just for the fact that if consumers are quoting a price that is unreasonable, slowly hoteliers will not find it attractive enough, and so the engagement might drop. The second question on this is, you've talked about hoteliers giving rates only during lean season. What happens during peak when most of the bookings happen?
Our form is built in such a manner that we get the customer preferences very well. So first they tell us about their location, obviously, then they tell us about the facilities they need, then they tell us about their star category preference. So we actually screen that, and we screen the area accordingly and the average price range there. So we give him a reference point just to anchor him so that, he has an idea about, say, how much would a 5-star cost in Manali at this point of time. Even if we have to have an extension of that, in reality, once the idea gets executed, we'll actually have a threshold which will be 20% minus the rack rate at that time. So we'll give a reference point to the customer, hence making it easy for him.
We asked a question that are people brand specific? Like, do they need exact brand of the hotel, or are they okay changing their brand? So what we found out was that 50% of the people are okay with changing their brand as long as they get the same facilities and they get the same the same quality of service. If they are getting, they're okay shifting to the other brand. So we figured that okay, at least even in peak seasons, some of the hotels will not be running at as high occupancy as other hotels, since there is always a variability in such occupancies. So then we'll at least get 2 or 3 good options that we'll be able to give to our customer even in peak seasons, which other websites will not be able to give. And otherwise, we have our conventional source of booking. They can obviously go through that and get, if they're getting a better price there, then they can obviously choose that even on EasyGo website. So we still get the customer through EasyBid on our website to check the best price. And 3 or 4 options if they get even in a peak season might interest the customer.
I thought the brief was to move the basis of competition from price to something else. So it seems to me that your solution puts the competition fair and center on price.
We are assuming or we are hoping that in some time our gestation period will come down to say 12 to 24 hours at least. So if you know that, okay, in 12 hours I will get the best deal available, or I spend today 1 hour while you are doing your research. We already know that there's so much marketing research that our professors are always doing. So once you're doing that, and you have to go and also look for the best deal to travel, say 24 hours later. Instead, just go to EasyGo. You put in your requirement. 12 hours later, when you're done with your work, and you get the best price. So we are hoping that in some amount of time, once the systems are set up, we will slowly reduce the gestation period from 48 hours to even 12 hours. In fact, some of the hotels even told us that they would be able to do it in 1 hour if we give them SMS alerts. But we're not sure, so we thought that.
So our main focus is to reduce the time that the customer spends in looking for the best deal. So that is essentially what we are looking through EasyBid.
We're ready to move on because I have the results. But first, a big hand for both of them because they did really well. Alright, but in the end, there can be only one winner. So first I'm going to tell you what they win. So the winner today gets grand cash prize of 50,000 rupees, the fast track route to the pre-placement interview round at HUL, super stylish watches from Fossil and Lime hampers. And winning all this today, well, who do you think? So there's buck stops here and there's ad hawkers. Who do you think made it? That's it? No more guesses? Yeah, there are only 2 names. Well, I'll take you out of your misery. Again, the team that wins all of this is Team Buck Stops Young! Congratulations, well done. For you here at this episode of Lime. But join us again next week as we come to you from the glorious city of Mumbai as the students of NITI fight it out. Until then, from the entire team, many thanks for watching.
Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.